The open source bibliography is a study by Wifat Guidana, which takes as its starting point the way digital code infrastructure is increasingly shaping the way we live our lives. The study highlights how digital code forms the basis of networked communities, groups of people who are brought together by digital code-enabled platforms such as emails, blogs, and websites. The study's finding focus on how the nature of code-enabled platforms can shape network communities' social activities, from communication to collaboration and knowledge and sharing practices. But how platforms themselves are also shaped by social context and community participation, and how they continue to develop and change in response to actions and behaviours of their users and developers. The open source bibliography used the MIFOS open source network community as a case study through which to identify its findings. The MIFOS community was made up of NGOs, volunteers, software professionals, and users, who came together remotely to design, maintain, and upgrade open source codes for microfinance NGOs, grassroots organizations that provide small financial services to low-income populations in developing countries. First, network visualization was used to map relations between MIFOS participants. This revealed a web of interactions showing personal and group behavior, as well as social and knowledge divisions among community members. Next, the MIFOS project history was examined longitudinally. This identified the nature of the interaction and how these were shaped by the multiple layers of sociality and the form that the user's engagement with the MIFOS platform took, and how, in turn, involvement with the project development participants' knowledge and expertise and defined their ongoing engagement with the project. The material explored in the final methodology formed the basis of the study's key findings. By completing a deep analysis of the content and quality of the user's activity, the study revealed how interactions with the MIFOS community are not only shaped by the characteristics and actions of users, but how their engagements were defined by the capacities and limitations of digital code infrastructure through which they communicated. The way users collaborated, solved problems, shared knowledge, and engaged with the project was intrinsically linked with the nature of digital code infrastructure-based communication tools the project used, from mailing lists to blogs or hyperlinks. The MIFOS case study provides an insight into the way in which the nature and capacity of digital code infrastructure is increasingly shaping the way people across the globe live their lives. As it becomes an ever more significant element of the context within which we communicate, share knowledge, and develop tools and resources, the nature of digital code infrastructure and the way in which projects like MIFOS case study evolve has an increasing relevance for communities around the world.